after some time. It's been a 2-year break for many, while New York's into the postseason for the first time in 7 years. They'll kick off at 4:30. Finally, we've got to Cincy as Joe Burrow and the Bengals welcome the Ravens, who will be short their quarterback Lamar Jackson. Kickoff at 8:15. Australian Open action. The opening round gets underway today with 3 Canadians taking the court before midnight. Bianca Andreescu and Rebecca Marino are in action on the women's side, while Denis Shapovalov kicks off men's play for Canada. Felix Auger-Aliassime and Vasek Pospisil will have to deal with their all-Canadian matchup just after midnight. 3 Canadian teams in action on the ice. The Canucks are looking to snap a 4-game skid in Carolina. The Habs trying to bounce back in NYC against the Rangers, while the Jets are looking for a 3rd straight win with the Coyotes in town. The Leafs have the Panthers on Tuesday. And staying with hockey, Canada is looking to complete its quest for gold at the Women's Under-18 World Championship today. The Canadians have Sweden right now in the gold medal game, where they hold a commanding 7-0 lead in the second. Still perfect at the tournament. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour. Earning time at sportsnet.ca. Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Hi, I need to realign my chakras, and I think consolidating my debts into one easy payment would really help. I'd like a loan.
Do you own your home?
Yes.
Then you're approved.
Namaste. Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Go to alpinecredits.ca to get started. Some conditions apply.
Visitor license 12616.
Now is the time to see the spellbinding hit Toronto critics are raving about, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It's genuinely astounding, declares the Globe and Mail. A masterpiece, cheers the CBC. An experience that will blow your mind, says the Toronto Star. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the CAA Ed Mirvish Theater. Book at mirvish.com.
City News Time, 3:19. Well, before you stomp on the brakes to get an annoying tailgating driver to back off, there are a few things you might want to consider first. City's Kyle Hawking has more.
OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt tells me before you let your frustration boil over, take a step back.
First, think about why they're behind you. So mostly, there may be a situation where you're doing something that you could change your behavior that would prevent this from happening.
Schmidt also says if you choose to brake check, it won't necessarily be the other driver's fault if a crash happens.
If you slow down intentionally just to disrupt the movements of drivers behind you, sure, you could be held liable.
However,
the driver behind is required to maintain a safe distance without following too close and be able to control their vehicle in any kind of situation.
So it's a complex issue, and every situation is different. And the bottom line is, the decisions we make behind the wheel matter, and we all have a role to play to keep the roads safe. With an eye on your drive, I'm Kyle Hawking.
Pakistan is launching its first anti-polio campaign of the year, targeting more than 44 million children under the age of 5. Pakistan and Afghanistan are the only 2 countries in the world where polio continues to threaten the health and well-being of children. The country's prime minister kicked off the nationwide drive by administering polio drops to children in the capital. Coming up in 60 seconds, traffic and your forecast. City News Time at 3:20.
This could be the most adorable sound known to the human ear. This, not so much. But if you have this going on in your house, you need New Canadian Drain and Plumbing. You've seen the baby on the side of those trucks, right? That's New Canadian. So if you have problems with plumbing, or your drains aren't draining, or even if you have a leaky basement, call 416-652-3535 and talk to New Canadian Drain and Plumbing. Or visit newcanadiandrain.com.
If you or a loved one has been involved in a life-changing, traumatic accident, you need someone fighting for you. Sokoloff Lawyers can help you make a claim for benefits, negotiate a settlement, or at last resort, take those responsible to court. With over 30 years' experience, Sokoloff Injury Lawyers' team won't stop until you get what you're entitled to. If you've been injured, don't put it off. Call Sokoloff. Visit areyouhurt.ca.
City News Time 3:21. Time for traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Christine Lena.
This report is brought to you by Access Storage. A traffic spotter reports we have new problems on the westbound QEW approaching Dorval, blocking the left lane. Now, we just had problems there clear. It's still slow from west to Ford Drive to approaching Dorval, and then it picks up some spotty volume as you make your way out to Burlington, but nothing to be too concerned about. On the eastbound Gardner at the Humber Bridge, 2 right lanes are blocked for construction, and there's a slowdown from approaching Park Lawn. On the northbound Don Valley Parkway, it's been busy from Winford to York Mills. Southbound 404 Don Valley is slow as you make your way from approaching Shepherd to south of Lawrence. And now I'm hearing about problems on the westbound 401 at Kennedy in the Express. That's where the right lane is blocked because of a stalled vehicle. I'm just taking a look for it on the cameras right now. Looks like it's just west of Kennedy in the Express. So expect delays, maybe stay with the collectors. Eastbound 401 is slow from the 427 to Weston Express. It's heavy east of the 400 to east of Kiel in the collectors and through Kennedy in the collectors. Don't forget in Caledon we have a closure of the Gore Road from Mayfield to King Street. That's for a collision investigation. Healy Road is closed from Humber Station to Centerville Creek Road also. Need extra space? Find affordable and flexible storage solutions at an Access Storage near you. Shop Canadian, store Canadian, try 4 weeks free. Visit accessstorage.ca for details. Your next report is at 3:31. Now with the forecast, here is Carl Lamb.
Well, we've done all the warming we possibly can for today, and temperatures will start to cool down as we head towards the 4 o'clock hour, the 5 o'clock hour. So we'll, of course, keep you posted on that. But temperatures drop down to -7, feeling like -12. And then for tomorrow, it's sunshine once again. Hey, that's great news. 0 will be the high, but we do have clouds starting to sweep back into the GTA ahead of our next system. So clouds first, precipitation later in the day, closer to about midnight. Rain and wet snow showers, and 0 will be the low, but temperatures will slowly warm up to 4 on Tuesday, and we'll have rain showers. I'm expecting about 2 to 5 millimeters of rain. Not a washout, nothing significant, no flooding expected, but just enough rain to remind us, well, a little mild for this time of year, and then mostly cloudy on Wednesday and a high of 3. Right now, it is -2 at Pearson, -2 in downtown Toronto. Tonight's overnight low is -7.
On the Pitty's Grand Slam of Curling, it's best on best.
Great names going head-to-head.
It's about rivalries, 8 ends of drama, and 40 pounds of granite. Right on the button.
That's amazing.
This year, new teams will be tested, and new rivalries will emerge.
Time to celebrate now.
Pitty's Grand Slam of Curling, all season long, only on Sportsnet.
Coming up at 3:30, the latest on a TTC advocacy group saying there's no need to hike TTC fares. Coming tomorrow morning, the group is announcing what they describe as a better plan that will generate billions for the transit agency. And Toronto's Sick Kids announcing it will increase the number of surgeries after hundreds were canceled because of a peak in RSV cases for the last 2 months. And be gentle with yourself. Maybe get some sun today before it goes down, because come tomorrow, it's Blue Monday, deemed the most depressing day of the year. Hopefully you're not celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Details on these stories and more at the bottom of the hour.
Tap into the most up-to-date information.
Download the City News Toronto app and get your information whenever, wherever.
City News, everywhere.
The first major of the tennis calendar is finally here, with the Australian Open set to start tonight. Cities for Josh Day previews the action, including which Canadians will hit the court in Melbourne.
Tennis fans are going to want to grab an extra coffee to stay up for all the late-night action. Mississauga's Bianca Andreescu kicks off Canada's campaign at the competition. She'll hit the court at 7 against Serbia's Marie Buskova. Then it's Denis Shapovalov at 8:15 before Rebecca Marino laces up at 10:15. But the fireworks really get going just after midnight when it's an all-Canadian matchup on the men's side between Felix Auger-Aliassime and Vasek Postasic. Felix comes in as the heavy favorite, seeded 6th overall, finishing 2022 with 3 tournament wins, plus a Davis Cup title. Also in action, Novak Djokovic, who was barred from competing last year because of his vaccination status. He'll open his run on Tuesday. For Josh Dave, City News.
Waking up every morning to the best sleep of your life doesn't have to be a dream, because at Sleep Country, we offer financing with flexible payment plans, so you can get the essentials you need to sleep better. Best of all, you can finance your entire purchase, even the taxes. Our plans are hassle-free with no deposit and no interest. Learn more in store or at sleepcountry.ca. Sleep well, stay well. Sleep Country. OAC. Terms and conditions apply. Eligibility for promotions varies with cardholder creditworthiness.
Chicago, the legendary rock and roll band with horns return.
correct policies of keeping interest rates ultra low and then skyrocketing interest rates have tipped the balance sheet on what it's now paying on its debts. Trevor Toome is a co-author of that report. He's a professor of economics at the University of Calgary and research fellow at the School of Public Policy.
What it did through the pandemic in support of the overall broader economy is it purchased a large quantity of government bonds, referred to as quantitative easing. The proceeds from those purchases were largely held by banks that were deposited right back at the Bank of Canada. And those deposits earn interest. We're now at a moment where interest rates are rising really rapidly, and that's increasing the amount that the Bank of Canada has to pay out to those private banks.
Now, since beginning operations in 1935, the Bank of Canada has paid any profits back to the federal treasury, and any losses will now subsequently need to be covered in the budget, putting it front and center in the political realm.
The communications challenge that these losses create is, I think, very significant. It will be very easy for some politicians to potentially point at the Bank of Canada and use financial losses as evidence, they would say, of a managerial incompetence, right? Not only missing its inflation target, but also losing money. And internally, they are still deciding how to approach it. Or at least we suggest in the paper something that is almost surely going to require an amendment to the Bank of Canada Act. And so that's going to put it right there front and center in parliamentary debates, and therefore it'll be a